Um, Hi. I used to do like personal shopping and stuff, so for Target. So I think a lot of people have issues with taking a while at the grocery store when they don't need to. So I'm gonna talk about how I write my shopping list and like general tips on how to go faster with it, and I'll try and keep the video brief. Um, so for me, it's like it's just me. So when I plan out my meals, it's like just for the 1 week, and like I'll make a blog post or whatever, like with like the exact like step by step of like you can see the progression of it, but it's like basically I'll write down like the meals, any extra things, like say if I want dish soap, detergent, like that's just, like right there, because usually I don't need a ton of like extra things. I don't really, I don't really need that. I don't bother. Um, and then what I'll do is like for each recipe, so for like the one it's like tomato and mushroom pasta, so I'll just write out like I need tomatoes, I need mushrooms, I need butter, like pepper, thyme, all that. And I'll do that for each recipe, and like I feel like this is easiest done on a computer rather than on paper, because you revise it, like because what you'll do is like if two recipes need like same produce, tomatoes, for instance. I use a lot of tomatoes. I like tomatoes. Um, you just write down like, oh, I need this many. That's it. Um, and like you go through that, you like get rid of any shit that you don't need. Like if you already have something, cross it off. And how I categorize it is that I do like items, and that's you depending on how yours goes, you can make your own category. But for me, I just do like items of like detergent. If I get jars, like things like that, it's all right there. Then I do produce, and then I do like dry goods, and that's like a really big section usually. That's just like anything on the shelves. Then I do like frozen, refrigerated. The goal ultimately is that you're getting in and out of like the store, and depending on how many you go to. But like for each trip, that's taking less than half an hour, because I know what it's like that you just go in and you have like 5 things to grab, but it takes you an hour and you don't know why. And I don't know why either. I just know that after getting some experience with it, my times really started improving because it was forced to. Um, because the rule used to be like if you were picking up anything refrigerated, you had to get it back into the freezer, all packaged up, like under half an hour. So, it didn't really matter what your order was. You had to, like, grab that shit last. And I think that transfers to personal. At least I like it to. Um, so, yeah. Um, the general, like, you'll know what's best for you and going through your store, but like you need to commit and just go through one section. Like, if you see produce first thing, go and knock out all of produce. And then go to, like, dry goods. And if you have to circle all the way to the other side of the store to grab, like, random thing, go and do that. That's fine. You know, because, and it's like, and if you miss something, like, that you're just like, like, you know, I didn't grab the onions. You know, you just circle back real quick. It's fine. But, like, I think having it in the mindset of, like, let's go, and having, like, that basic game plan, I think is really useful. And I'm trying to think of, like, other things, like, that I feel are useful, at least in personal. Like, I think having your own bags, and heavily depending on preferences and just, but personally, I really used to hate self-checkout, but I've kind of reversed that, because especially if you're taking your own bags and you have everything in your own categories, you get to pack it into those categories. Like, for instance, when I'm checking out, like, anything kind of boxy, similar flat shapes, like, you know, if I have my pasta and I have my lettuce, you know, I make sushi on occasion, so, like, you have the nori paper. Like, those three will all go in the same thing. Like, they're all kind of different, and, like, I'd probably put, like, in milk in the same thing, and you're not going to get that, like, ever if someone's bagging it for you. And it, like, that just kind of depends on, like, your own thing, but I feel like it does speed up the process, and I feel like it also speeds it up when you're at home trying to get everything in the door. Um, yeah, so, like, packing categories as well, if you can, when you're, like, checking out. And the categories can be whatever you want. Like, it can just, if you want all the dry goods, if you want all the produce. Personally, I do it by shape. Like, flat things that stack really well together. Um, and then I'll do the bags and extras. Like, that's how I do it. If, like, and I think timing it does help. I understand if you don't really like the idea of that, but I feel like it's a pretty good idea, because, like, last time, like, and, like, I didn't include, like, getting there and walking in, but, like, from when I actually entered the store to, like, when I got out with everything, that took like 20 minutes. And that was also like, that I wasn't really trying to rush myself. Like, I'm not saying I had an extensive list, but it was decent. At least I feel like it was decent. Um, and, like, I talked with one or two people, you know, like, I'll gladly let someone cut in line, like, you know, like, so I feel like that's also an important note. Just, like, timing yourself and being aware. Um, and yeah, so if anyone else has, like, any questions, or, like, if you have experience with this kind of thing, like, because I didn't do it for, like, that long, I did it a couple months, like, please include that. I'd be really interested to hear it, just since I like saving myself time, and I like saving other people time. So, yeah, thank you.